How do you do? Storyteller here, back with a brand new game. We are playing Crimes and Punishments, Sherlock Holmes. That's right, it is a Sherlock Holmes game. I've been on a huge mystery kick lately, been watching mystery movies, been playing Siberia, which is really beginning to unwind in this plot, and I've been obsessed with mysteries lately. So we have Sherlock Holmes, Crimes and Punishments. I don't know much about this game, but I hear it's supposed to be really good, so let's get into it. I can't read that. In memory of the Ukrainian Heavenly Hundred, Progress presents Crimes and Punishments, Sherlock Holmes, starring Sherlock Holmes, Dr. Watson,
Hey, that's me.
Inspector Lestrade, Miss Hudson, Mycroft Holmes, Wiggins and the BSI. Don't know who that is. The Fate of Black Peter. You can find game player interface instructions by pressing F1. I'm a little slow. Chapter 1, Crime and Punishment. Uh-oh. Oh gosh. Hold on, I need to increase the volume a little bit because it's kind of quiet. Sorry, I know that's loud. Let's have that very loud. Music volume a little bit louder. Effects volume much louder. Ambient volume. Let's just bring it all up. Alright. Resume. Holmes is clearly shooting at stuff, and we have to take cover. Say something. Please say something. He's shooting randomly. Holmes, help. Take cover. There's a bearskin rug here. That's not much cover. Oh, what is he shooting at? He's blindfolded. I'm scared.
Stop, Holmes!
Is that you, Watson?
Yes, of course it is. And you almost killed me.
Nonsense. I was aiming for the vases.
Blindfolded?
Watson, quiet please. I'm trying to concentrate.
Confident step. Clicking handcuffs. Policeman. 9th step avoided. Inspector Lestrade.
Ah, Lestrade. What is it this time?
He can see me. Well, here it is, and it's a good one, Mr. Holmes. A gentleman by the name of Peter Carey, also known as Black Peter, has been murdered.
A sailor, most probably.
What happened here?
Oh, Mr. Holmes, how could you?
It's the only exercise I've had all week. A grateful client from Limoges sent me a vase collection this morning. I couldn't think of a better use for it.
Obviously.
You're out of your mind.
I missed 4 out of 10.
Given you were blindfolded, that was very good. Can I have a try?
Am I the only sane one here?
I suppose that Watson is right, Inspector. A little brain work would be preferable now. Do please tell us more about Black Peter.
Peter Carey, born in 1845 and 50 years old. An ambitious sort, he achieved much success in seal and whale hunting around Scandinavia.
How did you know he was a
Retired
sailor?
in 1884 with a small fortune. He invested his money in a property called Woodman's Lee,
Such
near
graphics.
Forest Row in Sussex. It was where he lived for 6 years, and where he was found dead yesterday.
Has the investigation already begun?
Yes and no. In fact, this crime is so mysterious that I would prefer you to join me down there.
Mysterious.
Give me half an hour to prepare, Inspector.
Take your time and join me there. I have to go through the yard first. The merry men struck again.
What have they done this time?
The merry men.
They robbed a powder reserve. I'll meet you at Woodman's Lee, Mr. Holmes.
I should help Mrs. Hudson here. I also have several appointments that I must keep this afternoon.
I shall go alone then.
Fair enough. Let me adjust the volume one more time. Stop irritating you guys. I'm going to turn the voice volume all the way up. The effects volume a little bit higher, and the ambient just a little bit higher, just so I don't miss out on anything important in the gameplay. To resume, and already I've noticed these graphics are beautiful. Oh gosh, mouse sensitivity. Let's reduce that. You know I like mine to be nice and sluggish. Alright. Subtitles, yeah, let's keep those subtitles on. I like that. Alright, resume. Oh, that's so much better. Okay. How do I... Oh, like, okay. Okay. Alright. Is that a punching bag? Is that a telescope? I can examine the telescope. Oh! No, you are not what I want to look at. Help. That's not what I wanted to see. Analysis table.
My analysis table. It is useful for my work.
I like your accent, Holmes. Let's see. Oh, I'm trying to get a use for this. I would much prefer to be first-person view, but I guess this is cool. Beautiful graphics. I'm loving the graphics in this game. I'll talk to you in a minute. Let's take a look here. Interesting artwork. There's a woman there. I wish I could zoom in a little bit more. That's a better view, I guess. That woman. And there's... Ah, what does that say? I can't quite read that. I'm not sure if it's written in English. Apparently... Well, Miss Hudson, I can talk to her, but I kind of don't want to be reprimanded right now. Encyclopedia.
My archive. I can always consult with it if needed. My archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
Letters.
This is where I keep my post.
Research.
My archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
Of course. Door. No, I'm not ready to leave yet. I'm still exploring. Map.
A map of London and the surrounding area. It could be useful.
Could be. Or it could be utterly useless. Watson.
You go along to Peter Carey's house. Mrs. Hudson and I will take care of the mess you've made here.
Well, excuse me.
Oh, what a mess! What a terrible mess!
Well, you can't exactly shoot faces without making a mess, Miss Hudson. I don't think you quite understand. Did you have something to say? Whoa, okay, I didn't want that much of a close-up on Holmes. That's not what I was looking at. Let's see. I'm being a bit distracted by the Hick Chief.
I have since changed my name to the Story Writer.
No, he is not the story
Yes,
writer.
I am the story writer.
I am both the storyteller
script
and the
writer.
story writer. Don't believe him.
unseen
He is full of
script writer.
shenanigans.
I have written many scripts. This is a script right now.
The script, also known as YouTube. Ooh, wardrobe. I get to choose his wardrobe. Morning gown. Very dashing, but sailor outfit. Probably not good if the guy who got murdered was a sailor. Unbuttoned suit. Very snazzy. Looking very sharp there, but I don't know. Casual suit. That does not look casual to me. That does not look casual. Too fancy. Don't like brown. Green suit looks really nice. Green suit looks good on you. Gray suit with the red vest looks really good. Light suit. I don't like that. Bandit outfit. A bandit outfit. A farmer's outfit. And back to the morning gown. Well, seeing as how the guy who got murdered was a sailor, I should probably avoid dressing like a sailor. So the unbuttoned suit, it fits him. Even though he's a very, very snazzy dresser. I feel like the unbuttoned suit is a lot more of his character. But I'm very tempted to wear the sailor outfit because I want to know what happens. But in the meantime, I'll wear this. To the makeup table. Oh gosh. Hair. Okay. No. Why? Why? Oh, I get to customize what he actually looks like. I'm going to pretend these are all disguises. That's good. But let's keep looking. No, that's not the Sherlock hat. That's the Sherlock hat, but I don't want him to be seen wearing that. Well, we're still investigating right now. So, he can wear the Sherlock Holmes hat because we're investigating right now. He doesn't have facial hair. I don't foresee him wearing glasses because we're not in disguise right now. So, since we are investigating and not just being our snazzy selves, let's skip to the green suit to go with the hat, and now we look like classic Sherlock Holmes. Grip, not available at the moment. What? They're not available at the moment? What? Oh, I'm so mad. Okay, I can't have the hat right now. Cannot have the hat right now. Hello. Alright, let's keep the disheveled hair just because it fits him as a character. He doesn't have glasses and does not have facial hair. And I guess we'll stick with the green suit because it fits the character. But I'm so mad. Oh, why are we in first person view now? Oh, okay, I was so confused. I thought we were in first person view. Alright. Makeup table, no. Oh, so it is his disguise table. Oh, so was that Watson's room I was in before? Alright. Door. Whoa, hello. Woodman Lee, what is this? Tasks. Investigate the murder of Peter Carey. Inspect the crime scene at Woodman's Lee. Select a suit to wear using your personal wardrobe and join Lestrade at Woodman's Lee. Evidence. Peter Carey, also known as Black Peter, born in 1845 and so 50 years old, he achieved great success in whale hunting in Scandinavia. Retired in 1884, eventually moving to Woodman's Lee. No documents. Dialogue is just what we had with the Lestrade. Character portraits. I have no character portraits yet. I have no achievements and no echoes. Alright. Well, onward and forward. Let's go to Woodman's Lee. Oh, and it incorporated the suit I chose for him. I feel so special. What are you reading? What are you reading? No, I don't want to go on yet. I want to know what he's reading. A Crime and Punishment! He's reading Crime and Punishment. We're there. Why are you still reading if we're there? Okay, I'll continue. Oh, very dramatic scene. Don't distract me.
Mr. Holmes, I'm over here. Come on.
Very dramatic. I love it. Oh, this is so beautiful. I love playing a modern game that actually had some kind of a budget behind it. This is a beautiful game. You have no idea. I play so many indie games and so many early development games. This is beautiful to play. I rant on Siberia for their graphics, but this far surpasses
when will
it.
you remove my husband's body? It's sacrilegious to leave him here like this.
As soon as we can, Mrs. Carey, I assure you. Allow me to
Oh gosh, the
introduce
body's
you
still
to
there.
Mr. Sherlock Holmes. He's a detective. No doubt you've heard of him. I'll wait for you in front of the cabin, Mr. Holmes.
My condolences, Mrs. Carey.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes.
Anything unusual about the night?
Madam, can you tell me if you saw or heard anything unusual upon the night of the murder?
At 2 o'clock in the morning, I heard a terrible scream. But I thought nothing of it then. He would scream all the time when he was drunk.
Evening before the murder. When was the body found? Tell me about the evening before the murder.
Can you please tell me what occurred on the evening of the murder?
Well, Peter got drunk in the evening. He was in such a terrible temper. Usually whenever that happened, he'd stay all night drinking in his cabin before passing out.
When was the body found?
Do you remember at what time you found your husband's body?
In the morning, at around 7 o'clock. I noticed the cabin door was open, but I didn't go in to take a look, for I knew my husband would not have liked it.
Why?
At around 10 o'clock, I dared to glance in through the door and... oh dear.
Did he have visitors?
Was your husband accustomed to receiving visitors?
Oh, no, I don't think so. I mean, he didn't really have many friends. He lived quite an isolated life here, after his retirement.
Beautiful graphics. I'm sorry, I'm so distracted. Oh, am I supposed to be noticing details about her? Okay, dark lines under the eyes, no. Cameo necklace, yes, I noticed that right away. How far down is she gonna let me look? Catholic rosary. It's very important. Crusted thing. Gardening gloves. Birdhouse? Everything will become easier. I don't always believe that. Character portrait complete. Alright. Everything will become easier.
You have indeed suffered a great loss, Mrs. Carey. Nevertheless, I believe it will be less of a burden for you soon.
Yes. Life with Peter was never easy, but he was still my husband.
He was different, wasn't he, when you first met him upon your return from Plymouth?
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Oh my goodness, but how do you know about that?
Never mind.
What? I didn't know there were timed events. I'm
You have
sorry.
indeed.
Yes.
He was different, wasn't he, when you first met him?
I'm
upon
sorry.
your
I
return
didn't know
from
there was
Plymouth?
timed events.
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Oh my goodness, but how do you know about that?
Plymouth. Pilgrimage. Profile. Pilgrimage.
You undertook a pilgrimage to the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela when you were young. That much is evident from the rosary in your hand. The shortest route for the pilgrim from England to Spain is from Plymouth. I believe that you met Peter Carey as a young sailor there, and you married him soon afterwards.
That is indeed what happened, Mr. Holmes. How extraordinary.
Thank you, madam.
I didn't know that. He's a lot smarter than me. I did not know that. I assumed she was Catholic. Not that she'd undertaken some kind of a journey, but I suppose in that day a rosary could have meant something.
Mr. Holmes?
Okay, you've got nothing to say. It's a tool shed, but I can't interact with it. That appears to be the main house, but I kind of want to look around the grounds a little bit. Unless I'm supposed to talk to Lestrade first. Let's take a look behind or in, maybe. Let's, is this the cabin? I can't even approach it. Never mind. It's broken barrels. It's never a good sign. Oh, I can jog. Oh, I can't cut through the garden. She wouldn't like that. Of course she wouldn't like that.
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
It is well maintained. She's an excellent gardener. Or he is, I don't know. What are you looking at? Stone pathway. Land around stone pathway. Footprints. Oh, footprints.
These footprints appear to be quite large.
Most likely, then, from either a man's boot or someone wearing a man's boot.
Peter Carey's body is inside the cabin. We took care not to touch anything.
Good. At ease.
The door is locked.
Wait just a moment, Mr. Holmes, and I'll open it. I locked it yesterday to ensure that no one should enter the cabin and tamper with the evidence.
Good man.
Ah, good thinking.
Hello, hello, hello.
What is it, Lestrade?
It seems to me that someone has tried to force it, Mr. Holmes.
Let me see.
Let me look. Door lock. Scratches.
These scratches are fresh. You're right. Someone tried to force open the door.
I swear these scratches were not here yesterday.
Our mysterious visitor came here last night.
Well, he's not the man for the job. This lock is not a difficult one.
Perhaps he did not have the right tool.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
What a terrible way to die.
You sure right. I mean, very accurate statement. Germany, London.
Dundee.
Dundee to...
Hammerfest. It's a
Hammerfest.
whaling map.
Understood. Good to know.
The tooth of a sperm whale. Probably from one of Peter Carey's catches.
Those are big teeth.
The tooth.
Something clearly missing here. Shelf. Suspiciously empty space. Outline in the dust.
This place is not covered with dust, like the rest of the shelf. An object was taken from here. It was larger than a book. A box or a small chest, perhaps.
Quite right. Understood. Something was taken. But was that the motive?
The ship's logs of the Sea Unicorn for the years 1878 to 1884. Peter Carey was her captain.
Interesting. Pete Carey's boots.
Peter Carey's boots. They look to be a size 8.
It's not very large, but I wonder if they could be the same size.
Old navigation instruments. Nothing interesting.
I like the compass, though. There's something on the floor, and I want it. Notebook. J.H.
JHN are probably the initials of the owner of this notebook. J.H. The pattern of the blood stain indicates that the notebook was not lying on the floor prior to the crime, but it was dropped into the pool of blood after the death of Peter Carey.
Oh my.
These
Abbreviation.
abbreviations mean something, but what?
Sea knife?
This wooden handle is plain and solid. This blood is from the pool underneath the dead body.
There's flies
Peter Carey
everywhere.
tried to defend himself with this knife, but he did not succeed. Peter Carey was fully dressed. He was not caught by surprise. It is possible that he knew his murderer. The weapon fully penetrated the body. The force of the blow was immense.
True.
This man is in his 50s, yet he still looks quite strong.
Oh, the flies.
Peter Carey was impaled to the wall by a whaling harpoon.
Something of his own, which means the person did not come there armed. Tobacco pouch.
The initials PC have been crudely burned. A sailor's work. This aroma is familiar, but to recognize it, I must construct my associations in one picture.
Oh boy. Oh, I thought it was a puzzle. Just... Does that look like something? They'll need to line up. There we go!
This is a coarse tobacco, quite strong and very popular among sailors.
Oh gosh. Why was that more difficult than it needed to be? I knew what it was. It's 2 glasses.
Someone drank from this glass recently. Rum. A sailor's drink. It seems that Captain Carey was enjoying a drink before he met his death.
It says something. There we go. Completed. Inspect the crime scene. Cool.
Have you finished inspecting the crime scene?
Yes. Pinned to the wall. Break-in attempt. Whoa. Track down the guilty party. Make an ambush. An ambush must be made tonight to see if a break-in attempt will be repeated. Yes! Excellent.
Someone was here yesterday. They attempted to force the door to gain entry.
I can't, is that a tab? Sector suit, blah blah blah. Appear to be size 8. Oh wait, hold on, let me go and investigate the footprints. Size 8, size 8. The boots. No.
These boots don't match the footprints.
They do not.
Well, Mr. Holmes, what do you think?
I think that we are lucky.
And why is that?
Because of last night's attempted break-in.
Oof, you've lost me.
It is very probable that whoever came here hoped to find the door open. They tried to force it with a knife blade, but they failed. What will they do? Why, return tonight, when they will be better prepared.
Aha! So what do you propose?
We shall remain on the outside, near the window, where we stand the best chance of catching sight of our visitor. Well, gentlemen, ready your pistols. We have a long night ahead of us.
You see, if I were Sherlock Holmes, I would want them to lock me in with the body. And then go someplace further so that I could meet the person when they got inside. But I suppose I would have a bit of problem being locked in with a body too. Will she want to know what our plan is? Peter Smoker.
Is this your husband's tobacco pouch?
I'm not sure. It might be. But he hadn't smoked in a very long time.
Sick gardener.
The garden is very large and well maintained. Do you employ someone to look after it?
It is true. There is a lot of work, but my husband took care of it himself.
That seems unlikely. Peter's private papers.
Your husband's private papers. Do you know where they are?
There was a small tin box, barely larger than a book. He kept his papers there. It should be somewhere in his cabin.
Box that's missing, probably.
Thank you, madam.
Do you have anything to say?
Mr. Holmes?
Clearly not. Useless. Nothing. Can't go to the house. Alright, am I supposed to just leave and come back at night? Baker
I
Street.
cannot leave yet. I am not finished here.
Never mind. My bad.
We need to find a good place for an ambush. Perhaps behind Carey's
Oh, I'm
cabin.
supposed to
near the
actually
window.
find the place. How about this?
This looks like the perfect hiding place.
Shh. Did you hear that? There's someone there. I'm gonna collar him.
I'll be right behind you.
Police! I'll be right there.
Uh-oh. Good to know you're ready.
All right, my fine fellow. Who are you and what are you doing here?
You're detectives, I suppose. You imagine that I'm connected with the death of Captain Carey. I assure you I'm innocent.
Innocent? And what are you doing in his cabin?
Shall I tell you? You came to retrieve what you had lost after killing Peter Carey, but we were here waiting for you.
What is your name?
John Hopley Nelligan, but I didn't...
Do you deny that you came here yesterday?
No, but I... Yes,
Ooh.
it's just that I couldn't...
He's got the hands of a
I'm
gardener.
tired of this. Off we go to the yard. Tomorrow, I'll see that you're put in front of the judge.
What? But you can't! I'm not... It's a terrible mistake!
Enough. You can explain all of that to the judge. You're coming with me to the yard.
But...
In light of recent events, it seems evident that your coming here was unnecessary. All the same, I'm very grateful to you, Mr. Holmes.
You are welcome, Inspector, but please don't be too hard on our young fellow. I would like to question him tomorrow morning.
Agreed. Open casebook. Scotland Yard. Oh, it's tomorrow morning. Alrighty, well, I think this is where I'm gonna let off. I know it was a short video, but it is rather late and I have work in the morning. So, I'm gonna leave you guys off here, and I'm excited to get back to it. And don't worry, we are still continuing on with Siberia 3 until we finish that. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.